viewers. I welcome you to another episode of the Dynamic Discussion Podcast. Today, we have a topic at hand we want to discuss today, and there are some amazing people here with us to discuss on this topic. Right here, I have Mr. Chigozie. Mr. Chigozie, say something to our viewers, please.
Hi viewers, thank you for having me.
And also, we have Miss Tiana, who is also here with us.
Hello, viewers. Thank you guys for having me here.
And I remember your humble Mr. Prince. And I want to also specially welcome our guest for today, who is Barrister Patrick. Barrister, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good day, viewers, and happy new year.
All right, thank you so much. Barrister, I am happy to have you on this show today. It has been a while since we've been able to see. And I am so happy to also meet with you again today on this show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Before we move into the topic we have at hand today, you want to say something?
I'm excited to be here,
Okay.
and I appreciate people who will also be listening to us or seeing us from wherever they are. And I hope that this discussion finds them in good shape, and it will interest me also if it will be of good benefit to them. So I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Just something I've been meaning to ask you all this while. During your program in the university days, you were also going for French studies. And I thought maybe by now you would have been somewhere else, pursuing your career maybe in one francophone nation as a lecturer or in another career. So what really happened?
While I was doing my fourth degree in State University, I went to further my I got interested in gaining more knowledge in French language. I went to apply for a diploma in French. I did the program for 2 years. I wrote two international exams. I was awarded a diploma certificate in French from the Ministry of Education from France.
Okay.
So after that, the knowledge and the certificate has helped me so much. I didn't just get the certificate and drop it. I engaged myself in teaching French in some schools, private schools then, and until I decided to go back to school to study law. And although I've never been able to be a lecturer in any of the francophone countries, but I hope one day I will see myself in any of those countries. And I think the knowledge will be relevant to me.
All right. Thank you. All right, Barrister Patrick. But what interested you to go and study law?
It has been my passion. Everything is born out of passion. It has been my passion to not only be a lawyer, but to know the law.
Okay.
It is necessary that every human being, it's necessary that you should know your rights so that you don't infringe on other people's rights. Because where your rights stops, that's where other people's rights begin. So I went to further my education to get LLB and BL. It was a passion, and I thank God at the end I achieved it.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Prince, let me come in. Barrister, you mentioned something about passion.
And then you said about fundamental human rights and all that. So I would love to know because the way you are talking, you have a passion for law. That is why you ventured into it. So is it mainly because you want to be protecting people and their rights, people's properties, or maybe just because you just have a passion for it? Are you doing it for yourself or for people?
Anything you want to start in life must be born out of passion. If there is no passion, there won't be commitment and dedication.
Okay.
So what moved me first to pursue the career is the passion we need to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Secondly, the passion also to know my rights, protect my rights, and to also help the society to protect the rights of those people who might be vulnerable.
Okay.
So it was first of all born out of passion, the passion to be a lawyer, the passion to know my rights, to protect my rights, and to also be beneficial to the
To
society
the
at large.
society. That is by
Yes.
helping people.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Can you tell us about Papa Farms?
From the farms
Mhm.
is a farm I started when I was in my 200 level as a student of education political science in University of Ibadan. I think that was in 2013. That was when I started the farm. It was funny how I started it. I did not get any loan from anybody. There was no assistance from my parents or uncles or anybody. I got the money from assisting people in their stamp paper then, and some pocket money.
That's stamp paper from school.
Yes,
Okay.
and some other ways I sourced funds, start up the business. It was in a smaller scale then until now. I continued in the business and until now I'm still in the business.
All right. Yeah.
So it has been a long time that I started when I was still doing my first degree
Okay.
in State University.
Mm.
All right, Barrister, I want you to tell me why you adopted the name Cloud. Cloud.
Exactly.
Uh, not the person that adopted the name Cloud
Okay.
as my name.
Okay.
When we were in school, you can remember there was a particular scholar
Yes.
known as Cloud Akin.
Yes.
So due to my commitment to my academics, some of my classmates started calling me Cloud
Cloud.
Akin, and that was how the name came about.
Okay.
So till today, I never
You
adopted the
took
name.
the name to yourself.
Yes, I never
Because
adopted
You
when
the
you
name.
got
decided to inherit it.
when you
Yes,
got your WhatsApp
I
contact,
became popular with the name. Yes,
Wow.
I became popular with the name. So, and today it stands amongst my classmates then. So that is it.
all right. I believe you all must have heard a little about Barrister Patrick. So, Barrister, we have a topic at hand which we want to discuss, and we want you to help us to look into this topic. We have often heard from a lot of people saying that college education is not a guarantee for a successful life. So, which is what raised this discussion today. So, and I have heard a lot from different people. And when I relate it with the stories of Dr. Cosmos Madoka, I I said, okay, this discussion will have to look into it and know if actually university degree is not a guarantee for a successful life. So, what is your opinion on that? Is it true that university degree is not a guarantee for a successful life?
You first of all look at the concept success.
Okay.
Yes.
Success is relative. What is success to you might not be success. You understand me?
Yes.
So for me, university education is not a guarantee for a successful life. Success is achieving a set goal. That is the meaning of success. For somebody who is a Pawai Tapa, who raised money from his Pawai tapping to train his children in university, he has lived a successful life because his goal is to train his children from tapping palm wine.
Okay.
So if he raised money from that tapping palm wine, from tapping palm wine, and used the money to train all his children in the university, he has lived a successful life.
Yes.
So to somebody else who engages in fraudulent activities, made money in our contemporary society today, we tend to see him as a successful man also. So what is success to you might not be success to me. So relating it to the topic in question, successful life and university degree. For me, university degree is not a guarantee for a successful life. When you look at countries that are developed today, when you go to China, go to some other countries that are technologically developed, I don't think that they achieved that progress from mainly the education as well. They got all those things from technical skills. and today they are where they are. When you look at some people like Mark Zuckerberg, even Elon Musk,
Yeah.
Bill Gates,
Yes.
and some other people, even the bicycle we were using before the invention of cars, people invented the bicycle. Those people invented those things technically.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think it was based on their degree certificate
Yes.
that they invented it. It was born out of their innovative mind and creativity.
Yes.
So, university degree for most of us that are in Nigeria today, anyway, cannot be a guarantee for a successful life because I must tell you the truth that I cannot remember the last time I laid hand on my first degree certificate. So either easy to apply for job or to either easy to get money.
Okay.
The firm I have today, I got the money, I got the firm I have today not with my degree certificate, and I earn a living from there. So we know some other persons who are living with their master's degree certificate, but they are doing something that is not even
Related.
from their
Yes.
master's degree certificate. So it is never a criteria for a
For a
successful life.
successful life.
That is my own view about it.
Thank you for that. Looking at the concept of success, the way we view success in the past, maybe during our parents' time, I think if I think it has really changed with the way it is also viewed based on the society we are into now. And just like what you have explained so far. So if we are to explain how have the definition of success changed in the recent years, does it align with the university degree also what the understanding of success?
Looking at what was then before now,
Yes.
during the time of our parents, probably our parents they lived, they were artisans, they were farmers. They never there was more or less they did not acquire this much education that we have today. Some of them stopped as standard three, some of them stopped as primary level. They started giving birth, they trained us, and we become what we are today. The society is moving. So it will be unfortunate if we start to compare ourselves with our parents then, because as the society is moving, we are also moving along with the society. So for them, they have achieved their own success by bringing us into this world. To them, that's my main success.
Okay.
To somebody who is religious, remember, a religious man might tell you that he has trained his children in the way that they should grow, according to what is written in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Yes.
For him, that is success. Then for you now in this contemporary
Contemporary
time,
time.
success to you now is what you define it to be.
Okay.
Success to me now might be that I've gone to school, I've acquired my education, I'm not a lawyer. If I die today, that is success for me.
Yes.
Success to you might be I've made money, I'm not a rich man, I'm the richest person in my community. That is your own success. So you define success in the way you want to live your life.
Okay.
So that is my view.
Okay, so doctor, sorry, barrister, what you're trying to say is that we don't see success from a particular angle. We can only see success from different perspectives of people. That is how we can define success. Because what is successful to me might not be successful to Mr. Prince. That's what you're trying to make us to understand. So relating it to university degree, you're actually telling us, the viewers, that going to a university to acquire a certificate does not guarantee you being a successful person in life.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to add to this. When you
Okay.
come to the university now, the NUC has added a course in the curriculum that is entrepreneurial skills.
Yes,
The
entrepreneurship.
essence of that is to enable younger ones
To learn a skill.
to learn a skills. And when they're out from school, they start up with the skill they have learned. I think when during my first degree we did it. This second degree I also did it. Mine was computer maintenance.
With mine, I learned Mbappe during my entrepreneur.
So all these things that they said the country The university system is trying to equip the younger ones with that skill that will enable them to cope in the society
With this,
and not
yes,
necessarily carrying envelopes to look for jobs.
for jobs.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Barrister, can I ask you something? Do you think the mindset that everyone must go to university to be successful?
I don't think so. I have a cousin, brother, presently.
Yeah,
Just finished his YF.
yeah.
He came out with good results. We have called him several times to know what his plan is, whether he's going to continue or not. The interest of his parents is for him to continue his education, or go to university, polytechnic, or college of education to acquire more certificates. But he blatantly told us that he's not interested in going to school, that he's interested in learning something.
Learning a skill.
So by the time you force that kind of person to go to school, he will end up coming out as a tabula rasa, blank head.
As in, yes, sadly,
So of what use will not be that certificate
to the
to
person.
the person?
Yeah.
So the most important thing is for somebody to decide.
Okay, Doctor Barrister, sorry. From what you just said now, let me ask this question, please, because we are talking about someone wanting to go learn a skill and then the family wants the person to go to a university. Okay, let me apply it to this question. Assuming as a barrister and as a learned person, will you advise a youth that comes to you seeking advice, will you advise him to go to learn, let me use example like a mechanical engineering, will you advise him to go to a university and learn it for like 4 to 5 years, or will you rather advise him to go to a skillful successful roadside mechanic to go and learn that skill?
So all these things are born out of passion. Remember,
Mm,
I started first. If the person's interest is to probably learn mechanic in a technical way,
mm-hmm.
that will be his interest and you cannot change it. If another person's interest is to apply for JAM, gain admission, and spend 5 years in the university to acquire degree certificate in mechanical engineering,
Mm.
it is born out of his own passion.
Okay, I'm asking you as a learned person,
Then
what is your advice?
my advice will be based
Yeah.
on what the person really wants.
Okay, you're going to ask the
You
person
cannot
what he
decide.
wants.
You
What
can't
if
decide.
he make that decision? I want you to make that decision for him. As a learned person, what would you rather say?
You know, there are roadside mechanics that
Yeah.
are successful in life.
Of course, a lot of them.
Some of them are richer than our lecturers
Of course.
who are mechanical engineers. As a person, it is true that formal education is good. It helps not only in getting the certificate, it develops your mind. It makes you to adapt to the society.
Yes.
Wherever you see yourself, you'll be able to adapt.
Yes, personal
So we
enhancement.
cannot relegate the importance of formal education. I would advise the person to acquire a degree in mechanical engineering.
Okay.
I would also advise the person after that also do what? Also enroll in learning mechanical engineering technically.
Okay.
There are places in this way that you can still go after your degree certificate to still go and learn more, to equip
Practical.
yourself
Yes.
practically
Yes.
on how to do this thing because the university cannot give you everything.
Of course.
It is already known to us that most of our high institutions doesn't have all the things. Their laboratory are not equipped,
Mm-hmm.
to give that person who wants to be a mechanical engineer, to give that person the basic knowledge
That
that he
he
needs to know.
needs. Yes.
So sometimes you see some of them who have first class in mechanical engineering, they cannot be able to identify whether this is 10 spanner or 13 spanner.
Exactly.
For somebody who is a roadside
That's
mechanic,
my question. You
you
see?
understand me? Someone who is a roadside mechanic can be able to tell you that this is a 10 spanner or a 13 spanner. So my advice would be, if the person has the passion to be a mechanical engineer, I
Mm.
would advise you pass through formal education
Okay.
and also assist yourself with the technical or practical knowledge of mechanical engineering.
Okay, that is the
Thank you so
background
much.
knowledge.
So,
Yes, thank you very
Barrister,
much.
I just want to relate something to what you
okay,
said.
okay.
Now, if you are to ask how does the job market value skills outside the university, such as vocational
Exactly,
studies,
valid question.
apprenticeship, and compared to academic qualification?
How do you decide to value that?
Yes, the job market.
The job market, you know, for example, I have a tipper.
Okay.
If my tipper is having an issue, I don't go to consult the university graduates of mechanical engineering.
Hmm.
I will always go to consult that person that I know is sure that can be able to handle my tipper. That is the value I have for somebody who did not go to FUTO or Imo State University to acquire a degree certificate in mechanical engineering. And that is also the same way another person will value that kind of person.
Okay.
It is of no use for you to come and tell us that this is positive and this is negative.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, you cannot be able to join the negative and the positive
Yes.
to pour that engine.
Mm-hmm.
So what the society needs now is something that is practical and something that everybody can see.
Okay.
So if, although we know, even in the legal profession,
Mm-hmm.
there are some people who we consider to be lawyers. At the end, when you see them, you asking yourself, is this lawyer different from this other lawyer?
Yes.
It goes in every other profession.
Yes.
So when you also present, when you go to the market, as you said, when you go to the market, you see somebody who is a roadside mechanic, you see another person who is also a roadside mechanic. You start to compare and contrast. This one is better than this one.
Okay.
So it will not be your choice in the market to know which one you follow.
So if you are to be a boss of a company
Employing.
Yes.
now, and maybe you are to employ, you need the services of somebody who is skillful in mechanical engineering. Now, this you have two people at hand, one with a university degree of mechanical engineering. Then the other one, he has experience. You know him, maybe as a roadside mechanic with a good skill. So, when these two people, among these two people, who will you employ,
Employ.
or who will you hire their services?
When you want to hire somebody in your company, you subject them to interview or test. These are two persons. You subject them to interview or test. The results or the outcome of that test will make you to choose between the two of them. So if there is a test conducted between these two persons, the result of that test will make me to choose the person that I will employ. And I
Employ.
cannot employ somebody based on the certificate you are presenting.
Okay.
Experience matters. So if you have your degree certificate and I'm looking at it, and this other person does not have any degree certificate, and I'm seeing him, I think the best thing for me to do is to subject them to
Practical
tests.
tests. Yes.
Anyone that suits
Comes out well.
my quest or my desire,
Yes.
that would be the person I will go with.
Okay, sorry.
Not minding whether you are a degree holder
Okay.
or not.
Please hold on. Let me come here. Barrister, please let me ask this. In the contemporary society we are living in right now, it seems that the society favors people with a university degree more than people that have the skill, like normal entrepreneurship skill that went to get it from somewhere. So what do you think of that? Because it makes people that are going to learn skill outside the four walls of the university, it makes them feel lower than the people that have gone to the university. And when you come to an organization now, you find out that the owners of this organization, they pay higher to people that have all the ones certificates. If you don't have it, you know that people that have ordinary skill, they pay them lower, while people that have that certificate are always placed higher. And you also find that if you look into it very well, these people that are paid higher, those people that are even paid lower, are even much more industrious, and they know what they are doing. They offer more to them, even more than those people that have the certificates. What's your opinion on that?
That is the way we made it to be like in Nigeria and in Africa. You can also be able to attest to this that when you want to travel abroad, you want to travel abroad to either be a mechanic, you are a degree holder in mechanical engineering, for example, and you want to travel abroad.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to that place, you present your certificate as a mechanical engineer. They will not employ you to start working for them immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They must subject you to
To
training.
test.
You must be trained in their own way.
Okay.
But in this our own way here, we value what is contained in papers more than what we can be able to generate with our
Thank you
hands.
very
Yes.
much.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want to hear,
Yes.
because in this our society, that's how it works. They value the certificate more
Yes.
than the skill.
Okay. You want to say something?
Yeah, Barrister, what do you have to say about this word, school and scam? Has, has been always trending. School and scam. What do you have to say about that?
There is no argument about that. For anybody trying to make an argument with you on this, you being educated or being somebody who has seen the forwards of things, you don't need to argue. Because you cannot tell me that you that has passed through that process, that it is scam to you. If you are saying that school is scam, you cannot be able to be like this today.
Exactly.
So Socrates say that an unexamined life is not
Yes.
worth living. The unexamined life there is that life that is blank. So passing through the university system has many benefits.
Mhm.
It
I agree.
might
I
not
agree.
for that
Yes.
person who has never
Mentally, yes.
passed through that process. They are incomparable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Valid point.
Education or school can never be a scam.
Okay. So, Barrister, what's your advice to our viewers on that? So they should stop this thing, school
School
and
and
scam.
scam.
People should just go to university when they
I've
have
come
the
across
opportunity to go
somebody
to the
saying
university.
education is the key. Use the key and start your G-Wagon.
Those people who say that school are scam, when they want to
Eh,
when they want to compile something,
yeah,
or when they are needed to write something
yeah.
to make quotation or estimate,
Okay.
to be a builder
Yes.
or somebody who is even the most primitive person in the village
Yeah.
must definitely be one day to write something. If you are not educated, if you are not literate to some extent, you cannot be able to handle the smartphone because you must first of all read what is there before you press.
Yes.
So there is no way that even the most primitive person in the village will tell you that school na scam.
Never.
It is only that person who doesn't know the purpose of being in school that will tell you that school na scam.
School and scam. Education is the
Okay,
key.
Barrister, what you're saying is that we should take it this way.
Yeah.
If you have opportunities to go to school, go to school.
Go to
But
school.
going to
Focus.
school, not having the mindset that when you graduate, you're going to become rich automatically. But you just go to enhance yourself mentally, socially, every all ramification. Just go to school to enhance your personal life.
Education will equip you with all what you need to survive in life.
Okay.
That is the key. Education will equip you with all what you need to survive in life.
Okay.
So girls are advised to pass through the formal education. They should never be discouraged with probably what the society has made people who went to school to be. So you go to school, acquire the basic knowledge, find something doing that will enable you to sustain yourself in the
Yes.
society.
Yes.
And also that will enable you to also impact in the society as well.
Yes.
Because it's not
Well
only
said.
sustaining yourself, it's only helping the society to grow. Because when you're
Yes.
educated, probably you're a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you went to school, you studied education, you come out to be a teacher, you are also there to impact the same
Knowledge,
knowledge into
adding
the
to the
people,
society.
into the society that will enable the society to do what? To grow tomorrow.
Okay.
Well said.
I want to add to this. There are a lot of people who have invented a lot of things that has made life easy, even to many things that are suiting the ambience of this environment. Um, like Henry Ford said that the most educated people are the people who can organize their thought into productivity. Now, for some people who cannot afford university education, how can you encourage them to, achieve, to build career and successful
To afford
university?
university education. That doesn't mean that that is for them. You might not have the money to fund your education at this level, but if you have the passion to go to university, you can first of all acquire a skill. The society now has equipped us technologically and mentally, to help us become self-reliant. So if you cannot be able at the moment to fund yourself in schooling, you can engage yourself that will at the moment fetch you money so that you can be able to do what? To pursue your formal education.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for that. You want to
Okay.
say something?
Barrister, so your advice to our viewers right now is that you're trying to tell our viewers that getting a formal education is very
paramount in life. It's very important. And that if you have anything that you do, as long as it's something legal to get yourself educated, it's very, very important. This slogan, school na scam, it doesn't work in the contemporary society we live in right now. People saying it, you're telling us that we should see those people like they are just deceiving themselves, right? Yes. Because there is a lot of advantage that comes with going to the university. Okay? Thank you very much on that for clearing us. Viewers, you people have heard this. Barrister is saying that this slogan, school na scam, that we should keep that aside. People that always say that, Barrister is making us to understand that they are just deceiving themselves. If you have any means to go to school, as long as it's something, a legal means, please get yourself a formal education. It's not just about going to school and making money at the end of the day. Mr. Prince, you can relate to that. It's about getting yourself educated, enhancing your personal life, mentally, socially, and otherwise. Thank you so much, Barrister, for clearing us on that.
Barrister, I think that will bring us to the end of this discussion for today. It's nice having you in our midst today. And our viewers, you have had it all from Doctor. He has done justice to this topic we have at hand. And I believe you must have learned a lot of things from what he has said so far.
Yes, we actually
Stay tuned for another episode of the Dynamic Discussion Podcast. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned, viewers. Thank you, guys.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Okay.